we finished up our cabin, or most of us have finished it up. Remember, if you still don't have everything finished and you haven't emailed me yet, get in here during a study hall, during advisory, before school, after school, whatever you need to get in here, and email me your cabin plans from layout. Okay? If you need help, I'm more than willing to be in here and give you any assistance you need to get that emailed to me. All right. Now we're going to start our new drawing today. There's a couple of files that we need to download first before we can get started. So if you go to my website and under CAD 1, if you go down to the files area, there are 3 new files. They are JPEG files, and they got these weird names, but basically I captured these off of one of those websites that does floor plans, and eventually you're going to go to one of these websites, pick out a floor plan of your own, and you're going to use the techniques that we've been using the last 4 weeks or so to create your own house. So there's these JPEGs. They're kind of in the middle of it. There's DRA 981. So make sure you click the download and download all those files. Save them. Okay. And I don't want that. As soon as I'll bring them up once I find them. Okay. SketchUp. There they are. Now there are 3 files, like I said. One's kind of a pictorial view of what your ranch style home is going to look like. This is going to be a fairly simple layout. The second design is 3 bedrooms, single bath with a kitchen and living room and a downstairs area. The floor plan is there, and then we have an elevation view of the back of the house. So those 3 files are what we needed to download. And the file that I have on the screen right now, which is the floor plan, is the one that we're going to be using to import into SketchUp. And we're going to use this as a template, basically, to create our floor plan. Okay? Does everybody have them downloaded? Yes. All right. So if you haven't already, make sure you start SketchUp. And in SketchUp, we want to go up to the File menu, and we're going to choose Import, because we're going to import that graphics image. Now, one of the things we have to do is change the file type. So down here in the drop-down where it says Files of Type, you're going to click that drop-down button, and you want to find the JPEG option or JPEG image option. And that's going to give you a list of all of the images. Okay? And we want to find that DRA 981 LV level 1. I think that's supposed to be level 1. Right there. And we want to make sure that we use this as an image, not as a texture, and not to be used as a match of a photo. Okay? And so we want to click Open then. Now you notice that that puts the image right on the end of your cursor. We want to load that image so that it's right on the origin. So you get that dot right on the origin, and you click. And once you click, now you're able to scale it. We're not too concerned about the scale right now because we're going to give that a size here in a second. So I'll just kind of make it any size you wish, and then click the left mouse button. Alright, I'm going to click Zoom All there so that I can extend that. And I want to make sure we're still on that top view. And if you got out of that top view, go up to your menu bar and choose the top view icon. Okay. You can see right now that the image is selected as a group. And we can double click on, or wait, it's not a group yet. So we first want to explode the image. So we're going to press the letter X. And now you can see that has a selection face. You notice now that the image is selected. Okay. Now, once I've exploded that image, now I want to group that image. Now, Control G is my keyboard shortcut to group that image. All right, now, let's see. I think I have one more image I wanted to show you. Let's see. That's not it. There it is. All right, so here's the image I wanted to show you. It says the first floor is 1,127 square feet, with the living area is basically the same because your living area is your first floor. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. But here's the important part right here. The width of the house is 42 feet. Okay? The width of the house is 42 feet, and the depth is 26 feet 10 inches. So those are the two important numbers we have to remember, at least 42 feet for the width. Okay? And I want to change to my tape measure tool now. And I want to use my tape measure tool as a scale. So I'm going to click on the outside edge of the house, of the front wall here. I'm going to click, zoom in a little bit, and try to get the outside corner of the image. And then I'm going to measure that all the way to the other outside edge. And then I click, and you'll notice it says in my link dialog box there at the bottom of the screen, it's 60 feet 11 inches. Well, your scale might be different because it didn't matter. We want to change that to 42 feet. So I want to type in 42 in the single quote and then press enter. And then it asks you, do you want to resize this active group? And we're going to say yes to that. Okay. Okay, so now what we've done there, we've basically scaled this image to approximately the size of the real house floor plan. Okay, so that way when we go to look at doors and windows and things like that, you know, they're going to use those standard sizes like 3 feet or 6 foot or whatever the size of the door or window openings are. They're going to be very close. It might be a couple inches off, but for what we're doing, that's going to be fine. Okay? All right. So now that we've got this scaled, the next step is we want to draw the outside walls of this floor plan. So the first thing I want to do is I want to zoom in on that lower left-hand corner, and I want to get outside of the group. Exit out of the group. So click anywhere outside, and rectangle. 8, 8. P for push pull. Go up 9 feet. Alright, now. Don't need the color because I'm going to show you how we're going to get the color here in a second. This is where, since we don't have the color, I want to stop at the window here. And then I want to hit Control. Stop at the other end of the window, hit Control. Control. Go to the edge of the window, hit Control. Edge of the window. Hit Control. To the inside wall. Control. Control. Alright, I think that's working out a little bit better. So remember, we're just hitting Control every time we come to opening a window or a door. We're not too worried about the interior as walls yet, because remember, we're going to place those on a separate layer or a separate group. And then I'm going to show you how to paint on the images of the floor plan. Alright, so I chose the paint bucket tool now once I've got all my walls pulled around there, the outside walls anyway. And then I chose the paint bucket. I hit the Alt key. Notice I get the eyedropper. And then I click on the image. And you notice the material I get is the image of the floor plan. And then I can paint on top of the walls.
Whoa.
And so you'll be able to see exactly where the windows are, where the doors are. Okay, so take the select tool. We want to triple click to select the entire walls. We're going to group them, Control G. Okay, so now interior walls. What is the typical width of an interior wall? 4 inches. So pick a spot on one of the interior walls, make a 4x4 square, just like we did, or a 4x4 rectangle. Okay, so we got 4x4. Position it somewhere in the house. Raise it up how high? 9 feet. Thank you very much. Use your control option to create these interior walls.
Mr. Cochran, how do you nudge the square?
Nudge the square.
Yeah, nudge it, make it more in the center.
Select it all. Double click or triple click on that square, and then use your move tool and just move it as much as you can.
The intervals are moved back like an inch, so I can't really get very close.
You could try going into preferences, changing your units down to 64th or something like that. Now, it looks to me like the wall between the bathroom and the kitchen, that might be a little bit wider in a section there because of plumbing. So that could be maybe a 8-inch wall section there. So you can always adjust that using the push-pull tool as well once you get into that. I think also once you paint the image of the floor plan on the top of the interior walls, it will also make it easier for you to see if the wall width is online. So we can always go back and adjust. But it's just a process of getting into a rhythm. What's that? Yeah. Excuse me. So, as you're continuing along on that, like I was saying earlier, if you get off, you can change your place your image or change your paint your top of your walls, and you should be able to see how close you are. If you need to make any adjustments, left or right. So right here you can see I have I did pulled that wall out so it was 8 inches, but it changed back to 4 inches, it looks to me like. So I'm just going to take that push-pull tool and move that in so it's even with the edge of the black. Remember your shortcut key for your paint bucket tool is B for paint bucket.
know how that is none.
Ranch. Yep.
I don't like ranch.
Hey, this time when you save it to your My Documents folder on your computer instead of your network drive. I think we might have more success with the layout.
It's not letting me
Do what?
save it. It says I don't have permission to save this.
My Documents?
That's what it says.
Try the desktop.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, group your interior walls together.
Well, I'm done. I can't, guys.
All right, make sure you save it. And if you didn't get your cabin done, you need to find time to get in here and see me. Later, guys.